me demonstrate first what we're going to do. So once again, we're working up to this motion, ultimately. But we're going to start with one step at a time. First step for what we're doing now is the footwork. We finally are engaging the lower body because what we're going to be doing is pivoting side to side, right? And ultimately, my lower half pivots, but my face is going to be looking forward the whole time. So how to do the footwork? Imagine, and do this with me, facing to your left, that your left foot is pointing left, and your right foot is pointing toward the camera. So if you were to look at those, it would be a T stance. I call this a T because the left foot is the bottom of the T, the right foot is the top of the T. And then if you pivot 180 degrees, your right foot is now the bottom of the T, and your left foot is the top of the T, so the right foot is pointing to the right, and the left foot is pointing toward the screen. So I just want you to pivot back and forth so that you can get accustomed to that. And you'll notice when I'm pivoting, my head basically stays in the same place, but my lower body moves. So this is all happening with that same Pilates drill, and the motion is coming from your hips. We'll start with the left hand on the right side going overhand. So that same thing that you know how to do. So just those big circles with your left hand on the left side doing overhand, big giant circles. In the T stance. And then at the bottom of the turn, so when it hits the bottom of the turn, you're going to turn 180 degrees and bring the poi across your body to the left side and come out underhand. So let's do it with the hand alone. So if you just grab your ball, you're coming from the top to the bottom. As it gets to the bottom, you're going to pivot, turn your body, and cross to the other side, and then come underhand on the left side. And then what we're going to do is this. It's underhand on the left. When it hits the bottom of the turn, we're going to come up, pivot to the right, and come over the top, switching sides of the body again, back to overhand on the left side. So you're going from one side to the other, one side to the other. From overhand, when it hits the bottom of the turn, pivot 180 degrees, come out underhand. When it's at the bottom here, you come up to underhand as you turn. You're at midnight. You're in front of you. You come down to 6. Now, pivot. As you pivot, let me show you. As you pivot, you cross and come to in front of you like this. And so in front of you like this. It comes from the bottom to the front. Right? Then it comes up and around in underhand. So now it's at the bottom. It's going to come to the front. Then you come to the top, come to the front, come to the bottom, pivot, come up, across the side of the body. You have to move your hand as you pivot. Down here to here. Down here to here. Down here to here. Down at the bottom, you pivot and it comes up. And then all the way up over the top, because you're underhand now. You're switching directions. You're going from the overhand on this side to the underhand on that side. Overhand, turn, and cross the body to underhand. So instead of keeping it on the same side of the body, we crossed the body. Overhand on my left side. Now watch, I'm going to turn, and the poi crosses over. Comes to the other side of the body as it changes direction.